All right, well, things are happening here. We've got all the drive shafts off down there. That one was sort of semi-seized where it would move. But apart from that, one UJ on there, they seem okay. And so I've now undone the engine mounting bolts and the gearbox mounting bolts, and we're just lifting it off using my faithful old engine hoist there that I bought about 20-30 years ago for £100, best £100 I've ever spent. So let's I think it's all clear. That's just caught here. Just pop that round. It's not really caught. That looks great. It looks like I haven't forgotten anything. I've got to thread this through at some point. Let's keep going. Hope those lifting strops are... Whoop. What was that? Was just a cable catching. Ah, no, it's a cable to disconnect. Interesting. Wonder where that goes. Okay. Don't know where that goes to. Down to the front wheel drive by the look of it. Okay. I'll make a note of that. Oh, that's one bolt I dropped earlier. Glad I remembered that. That's an engine mounting bolt. I'll put them all back in to their holes here so I know where they're from. I wonder what that engine weighs. Engine and gearbox. Anyway, it's all... God, it's coming to bits now. I've really gone for it. I can't quite believe it. They'll never go back together. Geez, I hope it goes back together. All right. So the engine, well, we saw it was virtually out, and it's completely out now. So I've decided what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to sort the front end out first, because it looks the worst for corrosion and difficulty. So I'm basically going to take all these bits to bits because they all need cleaning up and painting. So I'm going to take this to bits, clear that all up, do the chassis and paint it basically back to here where the torsion bar is. So that half of it is done. Well, the chassis and the suspension, put it all back together. Then I'll come from here and do the back lot. I think that's just because of, well, I've probably, if I was to tidy up a bit, I'd probably have room in this workshop for everything. But if I take everything off in one go, I'm going to run out of space and I might get confused with a bit. So I'll take that to bits, do it, put it back to there, then do the back. That sort of makes sense to me. So I guess take the wheels off and start dismantling the suspension. All right, so I'm taking the suspension to pieces. It's a steady job because obviously there's quite a lot of corrosion on it. And this lower bolt here, which is on a, I've sort of worked out what it is. You've got these arrangement here with these washers so that it will go on a cam effect and move it in and out and alter the sort of angle of the wheel. I'm not quite sure what the adjustment of that is. I'll have to take a bit more note of the other side one. But anyway, that one come out all right. That one's seized in place and won't come out. I've hit it with a hammer to a degree, and it won't move. But before I decide to cut it out, I've sort of come up with a little plan. And what I'm going to do is get the road compressor and use this little, I think they're a CP90 they're called, but this little air tool on it, air chisel. Push that. I've shaped this so that that will just sit in the nut and sit on the shoulder of the nut. And hopefully, if I give it a wallop with that, it might shift it. You know, lots of thumps like that might work, I don't know. Anyway, it's worth a go, rather than having to cut through that. So we'll give that a try. I'll bring the compressor around and we'll see what happens. Right, well that worked like a charm. There's the bolt, it's come out of there. It has damaged just the top of the nut, but not the thread, so I can probably just file that away. But yeah, so I put a bit of weight on it, pushed it on, pressed it, and after 20 seconds, just the banging action of it, released it and pushed it out. So that's great. I'm really happy about that. So now we can carry on cleaning stuff up. That's in a hell of a mess. So we'll check those bushes and yeah, see how the rest of it comes apart. All right, so I think we're going to leave it there for the weekend, and I'll probably put this video up. So this side's all coming off. Because I've done the other side, this side's a lot easier because I know what I'm doing and how it comes to bits. So it's actually coming to bits quite nicely. It doesn't seem quite as corroded on this side for whatever reason. The lower wishbone on this side, when I started cleaning the rust off, it wasn't just surface rust like on the top one. There was a lot of rust on it, and it's eaten. Oh, there was a sort of you can see where that metal there goes higher. Well, that's all corroded away. And then as I'm cleaning the side here, punched the holes straight through, so it's really thin. Well, seeing as how that holds your wheels on, I think I'll get new ones. They come with new bushes in them and a new ball joint on there anyway. So that's fine. The tops I think will be fine on both sides. So we'll soon be ready to... I mean, I've still got to take bits off, and this axle, I'm dropping the axle as well once that drive shaft's off. And then I can think about painting this front half. That's more or less as in bits as it's going to get. So I'm quite enjoying myself now. Now I know what I'm doing more or less. I might put new boots on the drive shafts just because, seeing as how it's in bits, you just know that if you don't, one of them will split next year. So I think I might do that. The drive shafts themselves seem fine. So you never know. Some of it might start going back together perhaps towards the end of next week. But yeah, I think it'll all be all right. I'm quite happy with what I'm doing now. It was a little bit intimidating to start with, but now I'm into it. I'm very happy about it. Okay, so we'll move on to part 3 next week.